Josh, we gotta lift the car. How am I supposed to do the soft frame bushing? What are you doing? That's my move.
You said you were gonna lift it. I thought it was gonna. Like...
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. It didn't even budge one bit. What is that? That's all you got?
Mate, look at the length of me. I'm a human praying mantis. I've got no job.
So you got all the arms, but then you look down, it's like, what are those? So we're trying to take all the unnecessary weight out of the car, including this nice ornament valve cover thing, or plenum cover, so we're taking that off as well. The suspension stuff has been postponed to later on till we get some wheels for the car and stuff. We also need to get a racer first. I don't want to take half of the car apart in order to do these things. So we're gonna go ahead and start installing the Mishimoto oil cooler. That Mishimoto makes an oil cooler kit for the 350Z, which is pretty much bolt, and I'll show you guys how to do it. So basically we have the oil cooler right here, and it comes with this nice little bracket that bolts on with 4 bolts to the oil cooler and then 2 bolts to the radiator super on the car. Here we have the 350Z without the front bumper installed. So this bracket's pretty much gonna go like this. Wait. The bracket's gonna go like this, and it's gonna line up with these 2 holes right here. So here and over here. For this, you're gonna use the supplied black bolts with the little nuts. These are 8mm heads. So they're gonna go in this hole and this hole. You probably have to like play with the radiator a little bit to be able to get behind there with a wrench. All right, I got the bracket all tight. Now it's time to put the oil cooler and see how it looks. Got the bracket. Now pretty much the oil cooler just slides just like this. Now I should just put the 4 bolts that hold it in place, and then I can start hooking up the lines. I ended up swapping the oil cooler around so the end will be facing the right way. So we're gonna run the hoses from the top now. It kind of looks cooler that way. Guys, this is the bolt that holds the oil filter sandwich in place. Always gotta make sure to use red thread locker on this stuff. So you apply a little line of this stuff on the first threads. That way, when you take your filter on and off, you don't spin this anymore, because if you don't put red thread locker on it, it might actually spin and it'll loosen the whole housing, and you might have a big oil leak. You don't want that. So to do it right, put some red thread locker on that thing, tighten it down, and good to go. The housing is pretty much gonna go in this orientation. Oh, before I forget that, I gotta make sure to also tighten the banjo bolts at this time. Mishimoto supplies you with 2 hoses. One is longer than the other one. Obviously the longer hose is the one that's gonna go to the far end of the oil cooler. So over here we have the long one will be this one. That means this one's gonna go on this side. Then the short one is gonna go on this side. Doesn't really matter which side is which, they're both the same thing. And then these ones are gonna run. Should it look right? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. I have to like clock this a little bit, because if not, it's gonna hit the sway bar. So I have to like clock it just down a bit. Aha, good thing I caught that just in time. Alright, so this is pretty much what the hoses are gonna be looking like. Pretty much running like this. Then they're gonna probably have to sit tight around here, and they go into the oil cooler like so. So you can see here where I have to like clock this down so you have clearance with the sway bar. You don't want the hoses hitting the sway bar for any reasons. Wait. Will the tire not hit it?
Probs.
Oh my god, this is weird. So looking at this right here, I think we're gonna have to run the hoses higher up. That way we make sure to tuck this over here, especially we're gonna be trying to run angle on this car. So you don't want the tire rubbing on the hose. So we're gonna make sure it clears. I wonder if actually making a hole on that would be the best idea. And just running through there. What do you think? Probably making a hole right here and just like whoop, run the two hoses.
How would we then make sure that the hoses don't rub on that plastic and damage the stainless line?
Yeah, that's another thing. Here's what the oil cooler looks like, all tucked. So I run the hoses like this. I zip tie them back here 3 times to make sure it's pretty reinforced. Zip tie them over here against this hose so they don't be like rubbing against it. Zip tie over here again, and then double zip tie over here so they stay straight. And as you can see, it looks just like this right there. So this looks to be about the right angle that you want to put the sandwich like, and it still has plenty of room to access your oil filter. It's been one day and we got pretty much a lot of progress done on this car. Got all that, got the interior almost all taken apart, got a whole bunch of parts over there. But I really need to get some sleep. I'm so tired. I only been running on 3 hours of sleep from last night. So I kind of want to go to bed so badly.